Hello dear students, in this session let us apply Green's function to the heat flow problem. Okay, this is my heat equation. Ut is equal to alpha uxx. Here x is defined in a finite interval and this is my boundary condition. This is initial condition. So if you solve this problem using variable separable method, I will write the solution directly. The general solution of heat equation using variable separable method is given by u of x comma t is equal to c into e power minus alpha lambda square t into sine lambda x. So let us apply the boundary conditions. Boundary conditions are u of 0 comma t is equal to u of L comma t is equal to 0. Correct? So if you apply this, we will get u of L comma t is equal to c into e power minus alpha lambda square t into sine lambda L is equal to 0. This means sine lambda L is equal to 0. So this implies sine lambda L is equal to sine n pi, where n varies from 1, 2, 3 so on. So lambda L is equal to pi n pi. You will get lambda is equal to n pi by L. Now what you have to do, you have to substitute this value. Before that, using superposition principle, we will get u of x comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity cn exponential of minus alpha lambda n square t into sine lambda n x, where lambda n is equal to n pi by L. Correct? Now what I will do is I will use the boundary condition in order to find the using initial condition. Now we have initial condition u of x comma 0 is equal to f of x. So if you apply this, you will get f of x is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity cn sine lambda n x. Because t is equal to 0, so exponential of 0 is 1. This is nothing but half range Fourier sine series, which is half range Fourier sine series. So we know the general solution of this series now. So the constant Cn will be equal to 2 by L 0 to L f of y sine lambda ny into dy. Okay. So now substitute this Cn value in this equation. Let me give number to these equations first. I will call this equation as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Okay. Substitute equation 2 in equation number 1. So you will get u of x comma t is equal to integral over 0 to L into 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity exponential of minus alpha lambda n square t into sine lambda ny into sine lambda nx into f of y dy. I will call this as equation number 3. So now we have to define Green's function for this solution. If we define g of x comma y comma t is equal to 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity exponential of minus alpha lambda n square t into sine lambda ny into sine lambda nx. Okay, I will call this as equation number 4, and x will be greater than or equal to 0 and y will be less than or equal to L and t is greater than 0. Then the solution, that is equation number 3, can be expressed as, then solution 3 can be expressed as, how you can express this whole term is nothing but g of x comma y comma t now, correct? So u of x comma t is equal to integral 0 to L g of x comma y comma t f of y dy for 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to L and t is greater than 0. So here the function g of x comma y comma t defined in your equation number 4 is nothing but Green's function for the heat equation. The function g of x comma y comma t defined in equation number 4 is called the Green's function for the given heat equation. Okay. So now this function have some properties. I will mention that here. If you differentiate your Green's function with respect to t, and if you differentiate your Green's function with respect to x twice, it will be equal to, if you differentiate your Green's function with respect to y twice. Okay, this is from this interval. So this is nothing but, if you consider this only, this is nothing but your one-dimensional heat equation, correct? If it is satisfying for x, means it will also satisfy for y. Similarly, there is a boundary condition for this. G of 0 comma y comma t is equal to g of L comma y comma t is equal to 0 for 0 less than or equal to y, less than or equal to L, and t is greater than 0. One more condition is g of x comma y comma t is equal to g of y comma x comma t is equal. Okay, this is for 0 less than or equal to x, y is less than or equal to L, and t is greater than 0. Here from this equation you can write, so if you want to verify this, from equation 4, if you differentiate your equation number 4 term by term, you can see that your first property holds good, okay, and remaining will be obvious, that is boundary conditions. So the Green's function satisfies the heat function. This is our Green's function. This satisfies our heat function. This is in the case of homogeneous heat equation, okay, and here the domain is finite. Next we will see in the case of infinite domain for both heat equation as well as wave equation. Thank you.